The Republican hearings that have unfolded over the last few days and throughout this entire Congress are a malignant clown show.
Hello everybody, welcome back for this week's edition of Wacky Moments of Leftist Extremism. I'm your resident samurai, Jonah Lackey, filling in for Eric Shiner. Really quick, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you're on Rumble where they don't censor us, hit that plus button. Those are the best ways to make sure these videos reach more people. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you like the work that we do here at the MRC, please consider donating at mrc.org/donate, since we are a nonprofit and we couldn't keep these videos coming without support from viewers like you. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Biggest thing to happen this week, of course, were the IRS whistleblower hearings, but you wouldn't know that if you watched the mainstream media, with CNN and MSNBC giving the hearings a combined 25 minutes of coverage. And CBS, well, they were too busy being anti-Semitic as President Joe Biden met with Israeli President Isaac Herzog.
And we brought Israelis and Palestinians together at a political level,
with CBS trying to fit as many of their scary buzzwords into one segment as possible.
Now an update on the strained relations between the Biden administration and Israel's right-wing government. Today, the president will meet with Israel's president, but there's focus on who won't be there, namely Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Just last week, Mr. Biden called Netanyahu's cabinet extreme.
hopefully Bibi will continue to move toward moderation.
Netanyahu's hardline nationalist coalition has sparked months of protest in Israel for its attempts to overhaul the judicial branch.
We hit them all, ladies and gentlemen. We got right-wing, we got nationalism, we got extreme, all in the same segment. The only word we're missing is racist. Well, luckily, we can always count on Representative Jayapal to open her big, bigoted mouth.
We have been fighting to make it clear that Israel is a racist state, that the Palestinian people deserve self-determination and autonomy.
The Congresswoman walked that language back in the face of criticism from both parties.
Jayapal has had to walk back so many statements at this point that she could be classified as a Michael Jackson impersonator. But they weren't the only ones crying fascism. Our stubbornly ignorant friends over at The View also decided to ignore the IRS whistleblower hearings in favor of comparing former President Donald Trump and Governor Ron DeSantis to Mussolini. Hey, I never said they weren't predictable.
What's interesting about very many of these people who you've sort of talked about not even saying or admitting that anything wrong was done is because they want to do the same thing. DeSantis wants the same kind of country.
Yes.
I believe that he wants to also be a dictator.
But you know, that particular brand of fascism and bigotry might work in Florida, but it's not going to work in New York. It's not going to work in certain states in this country.
I hope so.
No.
Because
I
think now we're going back, but Mussolini had that sort of same thought that he was going to take away these sort of individual agencies and place them under his power, and he was quite successful doing
But do you know what the Italians did to Mussolini? They hung him upside down.
They did.
In a square in Milan. And his girlfriend.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, we have IRS agents in Congress sharing mountains of evidence that Biden allegedly abused his power. But no, they aren't the real fascists, no. In fact, apparently that's what the R next to their name stands for. Real fascist. Lucky for us, it looks like we won't have to deal with Whoopi and her nonsense for that much longer.
I want the picture and I want the music in the background.
Well, the thing is that they're taking pictures of just themselves.
Turn on the television, girl.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I'm leaving y'all.
Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Please don't come back.
Because I want to take a picture with this marvelous woman who is 91. So we're going to do a selfie. So it's me and you. Will you push that button? And we'll be right back.
Dang it! It was all a lie! I mean, I don't really know what I was expecting. It was on The View. I don't know why I thought it would be true, but I at least hoped. Anyway, next up, we do have to talk about Morning Joe.
The Republican hearings that have unfolded over the last few days and throughout this entire Congress are a malignant clown show that are not designed to address issues that impact the health, the safety, and the economic well-being of the American people, but instead peddle outlandish and out-of-control conspiracy theories.
You know, it's so true, those House Leader Hakeem Jeffries not holding back. Willie, I thought the reference to my favorite punk ska band, Insane. What was it? Malignant Clown Show. Malignant Clown Show.
It's a good one.
Best 1990s punk ska band out there.
Okay.
A close cousin, Joe, to the Insane Clown Posse, of course, out of Detroit.
That's it, yes.
Yes, he does make a great point. The hearings that essentially prove everything the right's been saying about the Biden family for years, it's just a big conspiracy clown show. You're right. The gay lifelong Democrat risking his life and livelihood is just a GOP shill. Makes perfect sense. I will say though, the ska reference was quite fitting because much like ska, Joe Biden's career should have fizzled out in '97. Finally, we'll end it on a fun one. We all love to make fun of the left's constant and lazy slacktivism, but I think they may have just found the laziest way to send a message to those evil Republicans.
Turns out even Jack Smith can't resist a $5 footlong. That's according to what we see right there, new and exclusive CNN video of the special counsel at Subway, declining, though, to respond to reporters' questions about today's big news.
Jack Smith, remember when the classified documents target letter, when Trump announced that, there was a lot of commentary. It was Jack Smith making a mistake here. Is he leaving this all to Donald Trump? And then they released the indictment and we all said, wow. Wow, we read it, we saw the documentation, we saw the level of detail. Jack Smith going to Subway today is a message to Donald Trump. Donald Trump tries to intimidate people. He tries to bully people. He tries to scare you away. That was Jack Smith with no words and a simple $5 sub in his hand saying, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. There you have it, folks. Ordering an overpriced and gut-destroying tube of meat is a great way to own Trump. Nowadays, you don't even need to try to be an activist so long as you're clever and boring enough to make whatever it is you're already doing about something. It's kind of like art. You may think that I'm too lazy to do laundry, but I'm actually making a statement about how small choices we make every day can really start to pile up and become a problem if left unchecked. Well, that's all I have for you guys this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit like on YouTube, hit plus on Rumble, follow us on social media, comment below what you think. I love reading the comments, even the mean ones. Enjoy the weekend and don't cave to the leftist media agenda. See you guys next week.